we have got only one person from Awsomniac here, which is going to be Bull. I'm guessing the rest of your players are talking to Pognon and whoever else is casting over on the French stream. Is that right?
I have no idea.
Oh.
I didn't even know like we had a French cast for it.
But it doesn't matter, you're here right now. So obviously commiserations is a really closely fought match. Lucky at the end there to get X on timing out so much and to well, get destroyed by Nox's Ubers.
Well, Snakewater was quite close, but overall both games, I think it's the reason they won. I died in every exchange, like at the end of the Uber, and Merlin like stayed alive every time. Like he didn't die, like he rarely died in exchanges. So I never had the opportunity to have like Uber advantages at no point. It's like was really hard to push against them. We had no advantages whatsoever. And the mid, we have a mid on Granary where we play really aggressive, and they were just waiting for our aggression, and they cleaned up every time. Overall, TLR was way better than us tonight. Like, there's not much to say about it.
Well, okay then. We'll go straight over to talk to TLR then. I've noticed quite a few of them have joined us. We've got Rake, Miralyn, Nox, Hiss, almost an entire team. Guys, congratulations on winning.
Thank you.
How was it? I mean, as Bull was saying, Snakewater was really, really close, but it was let down by the fact that he did die in most of the exchanges. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I think we probably had the measure of a lot of Ubers, and obviously we had that kind of advantage with Nox sort of controlling them quite well, and me being able to stay out of a lot of them without taking much pressure. So I guess it's probably a fair assumption, because Miralyn only died 7 times on Granary.
Yeah, that was a really big factor. I think the point differential on the scoreboard was so huge that it was obvious that you'd been staying alive a lot longer, Miralyn, and even Flippy, I think, calling it out that you're a wizard in dodging everything that they throw at you.
Yeah, it was funny. Like I stay, and the scout is coming from behind, and he's missing all his shots, and I'm just standing, and I don't know even that he's flanking me. It's like I just stay, and then oh guys, there's a scout.
Poor guys, man. You're laughing at Flippy and Demu like that.
Yeah, that's harsh.
I'm sorry.
What a troll out at Melon. What the fuck?
But in overall, it was just Nox. In the beginning, he was like, "Oh, guys, they are Frenchies, and I am god of the Frenchies, and I know that they."
No,
Yeah.
no, I need the revenge. Melon would gain. I have my revenge now. It's fine.
Is that it? You're going to leave the team and just leave them in the lurch now that you've had
Exactly.
your revenge?
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's fine.
100%.
Oh.
I'm stuck for questions. I've done too much casting tonight. Admirable, please help.
Yeah, so I'm interested to hear Bull talk about these Uber exchanges and why exactly you felt they went wrong. Was it like, did you Uber too early, or was it just that Merlin held on to his Ubers much better? Like, did he milk, or was Tech too keen? Was it Tech's fault? Was it your fault? Was it Nox is too good? Was it Merlin's too good?
I think it's the fact that when like we were holding and they were pushing to us, we didn't have like the initial aggression to pop them right away. Like I shouldn't popped first when we're holding. Like it should be the enemy team, but we didn't have the aggression that we usually have to force them. So most of the time I was the first one to pop, and it's not even about that. I mean, the Uber was way better. They were more coordinated. They played more around Milan, and when I Uber, like my players scattered all around like the map. At the end of the Uber, most of the time I was alone, and no one like came back to me. So it was just cleaning up after the end of the Uber.
It was like a team feel.
Yeah,
It wasn't just the combo, it was everybody.
Yeah, it wasn't just the combo. I think.
Yeah, the timing was pretty nice there. From the last resort, they seem to have a sort of good chemistry, but it's interesting that, you know, Nox is only a recent addition to the team. How much have you guys been practicing on like specific things like that heist, or has it just been sort of?
This is the first time we've played with Nox since last Thursday, so we only played on Tuesday as well with I think Stark Merkin, so we haven't really had time to practice much. But as you like, Nox came in on the actual game, went like in the official when he played against Mig as well, and he didn't have a warm up with us. And when you got somebody with that kind of experience of calling, it's just a joy because I'm able to just I've totally changed my own play style over the course of him joining, and it seems to be benefiting the team as well because I could play more like I did with Cyber back in the sort of TLR V1, if you like.
Yeah, those old school days. Like, do you mind that taking the back seat? Do you feel like you want to be higher up on the scoreboard there, getting more points, more frags?
I love it. I'm happy taking like less healing and playing that kind of style. It's what suited us like from the beginning and what we had a lot of success with in the beginning. But I think probably this time round we have a bit better caliber of players around perhaps in the first version, so we're able to kind of sink in and execute things better. But I mean, Nox was definitely the star of the show, especially tonight. He controlled everything, and I just made sure that the team at times came in at the right moments and things like that. So yeah, it's obviously really good when you've got a combo that can play together and adapt.
Yeah, I agree, but Milan did a really good job. Like, he know to leave in a good timing and doing some sick dodge for leaving an Uber exchange. I think that the point that why Bull is a bit disappointing. Like, at the end of an Uber, I try to kill the Bull a lot of time, or I feel we have a little advantage of Uber, so I'm going on him directly. And in general, Milan doing it well. Like, Bull is too close to me. Like, he didn't anticipate enough to back to his player, so I'm not juggle and I can kill him easier. Not a thing.
Oh no, it's just you being too good. Come on, stop.
No,
it's just
not about that.
You have to remember though as well that even when we went sort of 2-1 up and then 3-1, they have to start chasing the game, so we can force them to come into us and then play off the damage and what we do when they overextend to try and make something happen. So even when they're sat on their second, like Bull said, and they're trying to force us first, we're waiting for players to come to us, and then as soon as we get that one opportunity, we kind of pounce well, and the team, I guess, is well synced, so it's difficult for them to get into a position to pop us first.
Yeah, in general on Granary, it's really hard when you lead the game at 15 minutes. So you can slow the game, force them to come to us, and force them earlier. It's really hard for them to do something. Especially in a situation when we have middle, they are yard, and they try to push us. Just impossible to do that. Like, in my opinion, they didn't manage to do the good thing in a good time when they were not leading the game. They should try to play with the pick, and they play Uber against Uber was not a good idea, Emo.
Oh, Nox, you're so good. I love you.
So, like, what I'm reading between the lines here, you guys haven't practiced. You guys haven't practiced too much. It's just like 6 guys who are smart TF2 players, able to sort of realize what's happening. Heist knows he needs to stay back if Nox is taking all these Ubers, and your players seem to be well timed coming in off that. But how much are TLR planning to practice in the lead up to the playoffs? Do you think any of these teams are going to offer a real threat to you? Like, you've beaten Awsomniac, you've beaten Made in Germany. Is this all sewn up already? Are you going to win?
Yeah, of course.
But will it be
easy?
For
winning.
That's what I mean.
No, not easy.
Yeah, but like
It's gonna
Nox,
be hard, but we have the potential to beat any team, Emo.
Yeah, well, Nox basically he knows Mike, so we got a secret weapon. Nox knows how to force Mike to play bad. So yeah.
No, I think realistically, obviously we've got a chance, but just like the other teams, anyone who brings their game on the day can beat anybody. You see it in cups, it's a one-off, that's the problem. So just like in the season, really, one game isn't really enough to get a gauge of how good everybody is. So you just got to see what happens on the day. And I think there's maybe 4 teams. Well, I know there's 4 teams in the playoffs, but I still think there's any 4 of those teams could go on to win. So
yeah, that's really depend of the day. And I see on Granary exam timeout sometimes, so I think it should be maybe more closer Like, we have advantage of the game, we control the game, but it was not a bit like, if you see the damage compared to the score, it's not representative. Like, it's about Exxon. He timed out too much time, and that slowed them push. And
He started timing out when you were leading 3-1, I think. So I don't think it was what really changed anything. But just to point that we never were really good on Granary. It's like our weakest map. I think it could have been different in another map. But
yeah, with Flippy as sniper on Viaduct, of course.
probably. But
I know that. It's horrible.
Pretty sure you guys beat Mig in the warm-up, so we was very ready,
Yeah, I was
kind of pumped. I think.
I was kind of surprised that we won against Mig in the warm-up, especially on Granary. But yeah, you like the playstyle we have on Granary is like horrible against us. We can't do anything most of the time, and we didn't find any way to break into your defense.
Who is raging instead of Ips now if Mike is playing?
Bite.
Oh,
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he said, he don't gonna lead the game. But if you hear the stream,
He is now, I think.
he's leading all the time. He's talking all the time.
We should probably discuss this briefly. Like, for the people that don't know, watching today, Made in Germany have made 2 changes to their roster. They've dropped down, that was mentioned before. They've picked up Bite, but also Ips has had to step back for personal reasons, and Mike, MGE Mike, the Epsilon legend, has stepped up. So that's quite a nice pickup for them. But like, in a short period of time, even though these guys are all excellent players, they need to find some chemistry in time for their last 2 games in the playoffs. Do you think this new roster is better or worse?
No, just in fact, Ips gonna back for the playoffs. So normally. So
Is that right? Yeah.
we don't care about that. Yeah, I don't care about Mike because he's gonna play the last game for the season. Then Ips gonna come back for the playoff. So it's fine for us.
Oh wow, that really took the wind out of my sails there. I thought that was a sick question, but no. I guess Ips is coming back. Is it true what Merlin said, Nox? Do you have like a secret word that can make Mike cry like a little baby?
yeah, he does. He's shy.
A code word. No, he's not saying anything. I think it's true.
No.
It must be true.
Like he told me about this. It's something like a magic spell, like hamba bamba karabamba shwa shwa. But it's too complicated for us. We can't hear it.
Merlin confirmed wizard. One thing I want to mention as well, since Rake is here, like, he was second in terms of frags on both maps. Well, for his team, Rake has been playing pretty well recently. Could Rake actually win an ETF2L title? Is that a reality, guys?
Why not?
Yeah, he
My
deserves
dream
it.
title to better than Droso.
It's
Talk to us, Rake.
not really hard for that.
I don't know,
Do you
I
feel
played
you've
shit tonight.
Do you feel like you've made a lot of progress this season? You know, you're really starting to be an impact player.
Yeah,
Could you be going for Scout of the Season? Do you believe your own hype? The hype I'm trying to give you here? Giving you a platform, man, to sell yourself to these voting ETF2L players.
What do you think I'm at? I am a fucking whore.
That's how Stefan wins every year. He tells everyone to vote for him. You gotta beg the people to vote for you, man.
I need to hire a PR person.
Right, okay. Ryushi, I don't have any more questions. Those last 2 questions were disastrous.
Yeah, I heard. Really awkward. But I bet Streamchat's loving it. But yeah, well, I'm out as well, so I think we can probably wrap it up here. After you casted with me for the whole game, even though Hildreth was supposed to. Don't know where he went. Huey, of course, casting the first, 5 minutes or so, thanks to him, even if he probably did it really badly.
Said about 5 words.
Can I say something in the end?
Yes, Marilyn.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching my games. Make sure to visit all my movies on the YouTube. The one you can find, Numlocked Volume 2, and it's really good movie, and make sure to watch it because it's really the best. as well as try to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Okay, well, obviously, guys, you've got some viewing pleasures to watch after this match is finished, so we're going to wrap it up. We've been TF2. Thank you to all the players. We're there. We've been TFTV. Thank you to all the players who came into Mumble and answered Admirable's awkward questions. Thanks for watching, guys. I've been Ryushi. Joining me has been Admirable. Thank you to Ducky for doing everything on camera tonight. So, and thanks for watching.